Hello, good morning. I am Sandeep Kokroo, Head of Service Providers Business in Alpha Data.
So Sandeep, just tell me what is the latest technology from the service providers, the technology, the network technology. So what is the latest that we have now?
So the latest what we see in the industry globally is that the telecom and the large cloud operators are moving towards service-defined networks and NFV network function virtualization networks. The reason is moving to this direction is the cloud, the big data. These are the driving factors which are making service provider to move to these sort of new technologies.
So Sandeep, why the industry is moving to this kind of technology now? Why they are moving?
The key factors which I already told you, the industry is moving because the whole telecom, the most of the industries are moving towards the cloud-based approach in their IT and business infrastructure. So to move towards that sort of business, this sort of new processes, they need to use the service-defined network and network function virtualization networks to deliver these sort of new industry trends. The main advantages of this is that the SDN sort of networks are more open architecture. The system is are open architecture. Anybody can build a network using the open source. The other thing is it is cost effective. It is seamless delivery of the new services. So these are some of the key factors what I feel is making to drive the business.
So this is only for the large companies?
This is specifically for large and telco environment companies. The reason is the large companies will get benefited in delivering their new services without any downtime and across globally and reducing their capex and OPEX cost. So this is the main key advantages.
So Sandeep, can you give us more information about the SDN as it's a market trend now? And we are hearing a lot of people saying like we want to have SDN, we go for SDN. So can we understand more what is SDN?
So SDN by itself is called software defined networks. So software defined networks are basically you are virtualizing the network hardware component into software. So what exactly it means that you are taking out the intelligence which is present in the existing networking component, appliances or devices to build the infrastructure and moving it out of the box and moving into a platform which will be run separately from the physical device. So this is the basic terminology of the software defined network. And the network function virtualization is the other concept which is used on top of the service defined network. So network function virtualization is the intelligence of the networks. So for example, you create a virtual LAN, you have a layer 2, layer 7 functionalities, you have access security, access list, all these things have been taken out of the appliance and these functions will be running on top of a software defined network operating system. So this is the way you differentiate between what SDN means to a common person or a layman.
So do you think why the industries are going to implement the SDN technology? So what is the benefits and advantages that it will add to them?
So the why industry is moving, there are many factors which are moving industry to this sort of technology. The first thing is as the corporates are becoming global, the service providers are becoming more competitive and moving out from their traditional voice business towards more on the data side of the business. So these are the very key factors which are driving the industry to move into this sort of technology. So suppose the customer or a service provider or a large enterprise has to deliver some services. So earlier cases you used to have multiple divisions in a company, field people, the NOC people, the operators. So there were multiple components to deploy a certain service in a large organization. To reduce that operational cost, to reduce that time frame, so the SDN plays a key role in deploying the new services. So these is the main key advantage. The other advantages are it is more cost effective. It makes the whoever is the large organization or an operator independent on the hardware vendor. They are no more dependent on the hardware vendors. It gives them flexibility. It gives them cost benefits and more security, and they can program their network as per their business needs. So these are the something key factors which gives advantage to the large organization or the operator.
So do you think what is the time frame for this technology to get mature and get popular in the market?
As per today's industry analysis, it will take around 4 to 5 years to get this technology matured and the way of doing business in future. So it has been already started in the industry. Some pilots have been successful. Large operators are starting deploying this way of technology in their networks and the way of doing business. The main concern today industry is facing is the skill sets, because the industry used to have different skill set for different technology. For example, a separate guy for security, a separate guy for NOC operations, a separate guy for network. So with SDN slash NFV sort of functionality deployment, you need a different pool of resources, and this is the challenge today the industry is facing. But due course of the time, the industry will train the resources, and resources will adapt to this new change. This is also a challenge for the human resources and the way the business today operates. So this is the key bottlenecks we'll see for the deployment.
Thank you very much, Sandeep.